I may have mentioned before, I'm slightly obsessed with snacks, and I have a snack station, which I guess I've never shown you, but I have these pretzels with peanut butter on the inside, and peanuts, and these little chip things, and all kinds of stuff in these little containers, and I'm constantly snacking. So my mom sent me a healthy snack recipe where it's chips, because I love chips and I love salty food, but it's made out of zucchinis. And we're going to do them two ways. One with cheese and breadcrumbs and delicious little bitties on it. And it's still 60 calories for a serving, which is unbelievable. And I mean, who eats this one serving? But even if you eat 2 servings, it's 120 calories. And then we're going to do a paleo version of the zucchini chips for those of you on the paleo diet. I feel sorry for you, but these will be delicious. So the first order of business is we are going to, slice the zucchini super thin. I happen to have a food processor, I said that like a robot, processor, but if you don't, you can slice it with a knife or something. And you're just going to try to do it on the thinnest setting possible. So, I'm going to go. Whoa, it's going without me! That was faster than I thought it would be. What's up, fat daddy? Come on, fat daddy. Little daddy. It's stuck. Oh, he's totally lodged.
Do you want me to help?
What do I do?
Do you want me to help?
Yes. Okay, I trimmed off his little butt. Now, I'm going to put this guy, don't use my fingers, in. Yeah. There it is. Alright, so we have 1 zucchini per recipe, and now we are going to get started slathering them and getting ready to put in the oven. Alright, my zucchini is sliced pretty thin, and now I'm doing the paleo one first. So this is like super easy. If you remember, I cut up 2 zucchinis, 1 for each recipe. So I'm just laying these bad boys out. And then this one only has 4 ingredients. Alright, I have my 1 zucchini laid out, and then I'm going to spray it with some cooking spray. And you want to make sure you're using something that's paleo-friendly. And then you're just giving them a really good coating. Coat those bad boys. And then you're going to do a generous salt lick on them. This is not actually a salt lick, just put some salt on them. And then some freshly ground pepper, if you have it.
You're missing that corner.
Shut up, cameraman.
There, yeah.
Alright, my guys are coated with pepper, and now I'm going to pop them in the oven for about 30 minutes at 425, and then we're going to make the next batch. Alright, my paleo chips are cooking, and now we are going to make what I consider to be the delicious version. So these get coated in a breadcrumb mixture, which includes 1/8 of a cup of Parmesan cheese, freshly grated if you have it, 1/8 of a cup of breadcrumbs, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, an 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. I just guesstimated it. And if you haven't noticed before, I'm kind of obsessed with salt. So I always err on the side of a lot of it. And 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper. My cameraman gave me a look of horror at the salt. But this will be tasty, I promise you. Cameraman. That is good. Mix that up, and then we're going to coat the zucchini first with non-fat milk so that everything sticks to it. And the reason you're not using eggs like you traditionally would is because they have more calories. And this is low-fat, people. So 2 tablespoons. Oh, God. Well, that was not a disaster, which... That one, nope, it wasn't a disaster either. Getting better. guys up. So my chain is going to be dip into the milk, then the breadcrumb mixture, and then I have a baking pan with a wire rack over it, and that lets all the juices fall down so they can get crispy. Stay on. Okay, I'm taking my ring off because I never, well, my finger got all swollen because it's really hot in here. Okay, so take a couple at a time. You're just putting them in the milk. Getting them nice and coated. And then you're just doing an even coat in the breadcrumbs. Okay, these guys are nice and coated up. And as a little FYI, I had to use more than 2 tablespoons of milk. So my guys are all coated, and I'm going to pop them in the oven with the other guys at 425 for about 30 minutes. My zucchini chips are out of the oven, and a quick tip, I sliced them really thin at 2 millimeters on the Cuisinart, and so they started to crisp up / burn. So I did 400 degrees on both for 20 minutes, and I started checking it at around 15 to 18 minutes. And once they start to turn color, then they're ready to be taken out, and then you let them dry, and then they get crispy. So, it's time to taste the fruits of my labor. I'll try the paleo first, because I'm saving the best for last. That's good. That's good and peppery. And then the one with the cheese. Oh man. Nothing makes a vegetable good like some breadcrumbs and cheese. That was really tasty. Thank you so much for watching. I had a couple questions about where you can find my written directions. So if you're watching this on YouTube, look right below us, and they're right there. And if you're on my website, then they're right there also. And if you're not on either of those, then go to those. BetterWithGinger.com, people. Thanks for watching.